What's good, y'all? Welcome back. This is Casual Takes. I'm your host, LJ. Today, we're going over these UFC 316 predictions. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe. If you disagree with anything I say, leave it in the comments and I will get back to you 100%. One last thing, I have timestamps in the description. If you want to hear me talk about one specific fight, it's there. You feel me? With all that being said, let's get right in. As indicated by the channel name, I am a casual. I haven't watched the Apex Fight Night in months, you feel me? Outside of a main event or two. With all that being said though, I'm not doing the early prelims, dog. I don't know who Mark Chawinski is or Yanal Moves. I learned those names today. You feel me? So let's start with the prelims. You know what I'm saying? Khaos Williams versus Andreas Gustaffson. Gustaffson is a grappler. He's gonna try to push the praise. He's gonna enter range recklessly, and I think Khaos Williams will make him pay for that. Khaos Williams knocks out bums, and I think Gustaffson is a bum. You know what I'm saying? I'm not offering more analysis than that. Let's move on. And y'all gonna hate me for this, but I'm skipping another fight. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Sergey Spivak. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? These guys are not getting broken down. I don't feel like watching Sergey Spivak and Waldo Cortez Acosta fight. I don't want to review their film, so I'm not breaking that one down. Next up, we got Azamat Murzakanoz versus Brendson Ribeiro. I think Azamat Murzakanoz wins this, probably by knockout. He's very fast. He has a ton of power. Despite the way he looks, he's absolutely a striker. He's got great boxing. I don't think Brendson Ribeiro is good, and I think honestly this is more important. You know, Azamat Murzakanoz undefeated. Brendson Ribeiro's not good, bro. Let's be so for real. This guy's only faced one actual good fighter, Samuel Yang, and he got knocked out. Yeah, I just think that's how it's gonna go for Brendson Ribeiro, dog. I don't think he's a guy that's ever gonna be in the rankings. He's never gonna be a prominent fighter. I don't think he's good. Azamat Murzakanoz is going to knock this guy out, and that's going on the parlay. Next up, we got Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van. I'm gonna be honest, dog. Joshua Van's gonna win this. He's a crazy favorite as well. I think he's like minus 575 or something. Excuse me, I made that out. But Joshua Van, he's very good. He has relentless pressure. Amazing boxing, at least offensively. He does get hit a lot, but that's likely from him. He's got flyweight. His chin can take it. Yeah, relentless pressure, crazy boxing, insane cardio. He builds up as the fight goes on. One of the few flyweights that can genuinely get TKOs and finishes his junk. Bruno, I think he's going to watch, or he has watched, the Bruno Silva fight against Manel Cap, and he's going to be like, oh, Manel Cap melted him with pressure? Oh, that's exactly what I'm good at. You feel me? And he's just going to do exactly what Manel Cap did, dog. I know that finish was controversial, but he was well on his way to winning that fight. Joshua Van's going to beat him with his pressure. The same stuff he usually does, bro. We've all watched Joshua Van. Let's be so for real. Next fight is Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. This fight was very hard for me to decide on. Well, I say was. It still is very hard for me to decide on because of Holland's length, right? If Holland can stay behind his 1-2, his teep kicks, things of that nature, and just not let Luque close the distance on him and get in the pocket, I think he'll win pretty easily. If Vicente Luque is able to close the distance and get in the pocket like Jack made that look, Jesus, man, I'm gonna edit that out. Like Jack met, wow, 2 edits, shit crazy. I gotta stop trolling, bro. If he's able to enter the pocket like Jack was, we saw what he did to Holland, you know what I'm saying? And I think Luque can do similar things. I'm not saying that Luque is Jack or vice versa, but I do think he could do similar things to what Jack did. And also, if he can get to that front headlock position on Holland, he probably would darce him. You know what I'm saying? We know how good of a darce Luque has, and we know that Kevin Holland has been darced before. So I think with more win conditions, I'm leaning towards Luque, especially at a plus 220. That's crazy odds. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Luque. I guess I'll pick him. But I mean, if he can't close the distance, Kevin Holland has this one in the bag. Now let's get into Patchy Mix versus Mario Bautista. I'm going to take Patchy Mix in this one. Mario Bautista hasn't really proved much to me in the UFC, dog. He went out and beat Jose Aldo by holding him up against the fence, just getting kind of outstruck. Like, that was such a rivalry, dog. Anyways, though, other than that, whoever wins, bro. He beat Ricky Simone. Oh my God, call the cops. Like, Patchy Mix is not going to get held against the fence by Mario Bautista. He's a superior grappler. He's, in my opinion, a superior striker. Mario Bautista is used to using his size. Patchy Mix is bigger than Mario Bautista. He's also longer. You know what I'm saying? Taller, bigger, longer. All that. You know what I'm saying? Pause if needed. Hey. But I think Patchy Mix is just a better fighter. He's going to go out and prove that. He's been talking a lot of shit. And I think that's warranted, dog. I think he's probably got a future in the top 5 in bantamweight. And I'm really excited to watch this guy in the UFC, man. This one's going to be brief, dog. Joe Pyfer versus Kelvin Gastelum. Gastelum is washed. Gastelum is fat. Gastelum, did he beat? Man, I don't know. I don't remember the last time I saw him win. Joe Pyfer is young. Joe Pyfer is huge. Joe Pyfer has a ton of power. He's not losing to Kelvin Gastelum, dog. I think, Joe Pyfer's like 6'5", right?
Edited LJ in the building. I don't know where I saw Joe Pyfer listed at 6'5". He's listed at 6'1" literally everywhere. I don't know how I got that wrong. But my point still stands. He's going to knock out Kelvin Gastelum.
Kelvin Gastelum is 5'9"? Like, you're punching like this, bro. Like, come on, dude. I'm like, let's be so for real, man. Joe Pyfer's going to knock this guy out. Kelvin Gastelum is finished, bro. He's probably going to get cut after this fight. Coleman event time. Julianna Pena versus Kayla Harrison for the World Bantamweight Championship or whatever. I think Kayla Harrison takes this one easily. I think everybody knows she takes this one easily. She's a crazy favorite. Nobody thinks Pena is going to win. And that's for good reason, dog. Pena fluked a win over Amanda Nunes. She got dominated the second fight. She barely beat Raquel Pennington, who is not good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's I don't even, honestly, I was watching that fight, dog. I wasn't even convinced that she won. I was not convinced that she beat Raquel Pennington. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not beating Raquel Pennington decisively, you're definitely not beating Kayla Harrison. You feel me? Like just look at the two women, bro. It's not about to be close, dog. I'm telling you. I don't even have much to add, dude. I really don't. I think Kayla Harrison's gonna take her down with ease. Probably just ground her out from there. You feel me? The elbows or whatever that she kept on bringing up at the 300 press conference, and it was rather annoying. People forget, man. Yeah, though. It's gonna be Kayla Harrison very easily, in my opinion. If she does get pulled into the 4th or 5th rounds, though, I wonder what she looks like there. She did slow down in the last fight. But yeah, Kayla Harrison's gonna win these. Let's be so for real, guys. Once again, like, that might just become the fucking channel name with how many times I've said it in this video. Main event time for the Bantamweight Championship of the World. We got Sean O'Malley versus Merab. I didn't even try to say his last name. You feel me? Let's talk about their last fight, first of all. Merab beat O'Malley through the wrestling for the most part. O'Malley did have moments on the feet, specifically in the 5th round. He hurt him pretty bad. He won the 3rd round as well. I think that O'Malley in that first fight had a bad game plan. He thought Merab was going to just bum rush him like he usually does. He was going to find that kill shot in round 1. And Merab's not going to touch me, etc., all that shit he was talking in the pre-fight, things of that nature. I really think that he's going to change up his game plan. He's going to stay on the outside. He's not going to overcommit with the hands like he was in the first fight. Like, this guy was overthrowing right hands to the point where he's leaning over, leaving his hips wide open for Merab. He's not going to do that this fight. I sincerely think he is not going to do that this fight. All he's been talking about is training wrestling with Tim Welch. I don't know if y'all watched their show. That's all he's been talking about. Merab, we know he's not all that defensively. He was managing distance really well last time, which is why O'Malley was overthrowing and all that. And I do think that Merab, obviously he has the wrestling advantage, but I think what's even more important is the strength advantage. Sean O'Malley was defending the takedowns properly a few times, and Merab was still just ragdolling him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's more important than the cardio. You feel me? So, but at the end of the day, dog, I think O'Malley is just going to kick at range. He's going to bait in Merab. And if Merab doesn't get baited in, it's going to be boring as hell. I'm going to be honest, man. This fight might just be super dull. It might just be Sean O'Malley literally standing at range, feinting, you feel me, throwing these little teep kicks, leg kicks, all of that. You know, targeting the body heavily. I think that's another thing O'Malley has to do a lot if he wants to win. I just don't see too many paths for victory from Merab, quite frankly. If Sean O'Malley, damn. If Sean O'Malley, oh my God, I gotta edit this whole video out. Hey, it's gonna be a 1 second video by the time I'm done. If Sean O'Malley can manage distance properly, it's going to probably be a boring fight, and I think O'Malley gets it done by decision. Last but not least, y'all know I'm a chronic gambler. You know what I'm saying? They call me Parlay J. You feel me? Let's go over this parlay. I got O'Malley plus 225, Luque plus 240. I think those are crazy odds for both of those fights. Then I have Joe Pyfer. He's minus 400, but you know it's still decent money. Putting money on him, it's still decent at the end of that parlay. I got Patchy Mix minus 185, and I have Kayla Harrison inside the distance. You know what I'm saying? Minus 150. I'm gonna put a screenshot up for y'all. If Kayla Harrison gets it done by decision, bro, I promise you, the whole building will go up in flames, bro. I'm blowing the stadium up in GTA, of course. Feel me? Let's get to this outro, man. That's about all I wanted to say in this video. If you're from my school, because I'm gonna post this on the school Instagram, leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Expect the Wyatt Shea ring is bad for the NBA. Expect that video sometime this weekend. I'm gonna also do QB tier list next week, and expect me to talk about Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers sometime next week as well. Probably. We'll see. Maybe I can squeeze that in this weekend. Have it be like a little short, quick video, or maybe I'll do it this week in sports part 2, even though that video didn't do very well. I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? With all that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.